My first memory that I can recall with Sir Andrew Davis is when he came to conduct the first time, and we all thought, oh, he's so famous.
I was very nervous when I came to Melbourne to audition for the orchestra and Sir Andrew was going to be on the podium. That was a lot of pressure.
I didn't know him. As usual, you come to work, you don't know what to expect, and then suddenly there's this extraordinary conductor with this incredible connection to the repertoire. And I think we all sort of thought, well, here's something a little bit interesting and a bit special.
It became apparent pretty soon that he wasn't scary. He was just immediately affable and fun and feisty, and he's continued to be that.
Whenever he comes to conduct, you can just see his love of the music, and he's so excited, it just sort of pours out of his body.
One thing that has always struck me about Sir Andrew is how much he loves performing. You can see that in him, backstage, chatting with him or waiting in the wings. There is a sense that he is like a kid in a candy store and he can't wait to get out on stage and do what he does best.
Sir Andrew really knows how to hold a crowd. From the first moment he gets on the podium, everyone is just captivated. He always says, oh, that reminds me, and sits back in his chair. We all just slowly lean back in our chairs. We know, story time.
When we travelled in China, I think some of the hotels were a bit overwhelmed by the sheer volume of people. After a concert, we tend to be on a bit of a high, people want a drink or two, and they weren't really ready for everyone sort of rushing into the bar. And Sir Andrew, he sometimes finishes a rehearsal by going, oh, Negroni time! And the bar staff weren't moving fast enough, they didn't seem to know what a Negroni was, so Sir Andrew's used to taking control, so he just stepped around the bar and started making his own drinks. It was a great moment, it's legendary.
For me, classic Sir Andrew is in rehearsal, there will be a moment of intensity where he's insisting on a certain aspect of the music and everything gets quite quiet. And the next thing, he chuckles and he goes, oh. And I just think that is just classic Sir Andrew.
Sir Andrew loves to wind down after a concert. I'll never forget, we were playing in a castle which looked more like a barn, and I remember that we had to have a photograph straight after the concert. Somehow Sir Andrew had organised for somebody to get him a glass of white wine, and we're all standing there going, oh, it'd be great to have a drink now. There's Sir Andrew with his glass of white wine. Yeah, he's always one step ahead.
I remember one time we were playing outside and the orchestra was sitting out in the sun and warming up, and I just saw Sir Andrew sitting outside his room. He was sitting on a little park bench just having a quiet moment to himself. Sometimes it's hard to find time to catch a moment to yourself when you're on tour. And he stopped and asked how I was doing and asked if I was enjoying the tour, and he always takes time to just see how you're doing and say hello, and I think that's really nice, it's special.
One of the very special concerts with Sir Andrew was in 2017 when we played the Tchaikovsky Pathetique Symphony. It was the very first time we played it here in Melbourne at Hamer Hall. Sir Andrew just captured it brilliantly, and I just remember the whole orchestra thinking, wow, that was one of the best pathetiques we've ever played.
I think that's one of the things I'm really going to remember about him, is those moments where all of that music's just been pouring out of him and then it stops and everyone just sort of sits there for a split second. I think that's what's really going to stay with me.
Sir Andrew.
Sir Andrew.
Sir Andrew.
Sir Andrew.
Sir Andrew.
I just want to say a huge thank you.
I can't believe the time has flown.
It has been absolutely fantastic.
Come back all the time, please, please. It's been marvellous having you as part of our family.
I've just loved every minute of having you here.
We're really going to miss you.
It has been one of the greatest privileges of my life.
We love you.